Right now, JKS falls away from Ticket, so we get ourselves that play out from a ramp. Config gonna go check top middle while the rest of his teammates rotate around through the spawn. And enters. Jumps back around the barrel. We get a little jiggle peek, a little bait and switch. And then the first headshot finally connects. Hobbit's able to keep the man advantage, and they do, of course, allocate a man to the back of the bomb site. That's Shiro playing it quietly. So if his teammates can get kills easily like this, hell, he's never gonna have to come into the mix. Gambit, take round one.
B doubly is bad, and that's the trap with Gambit. And here they find the opening kill, and the default rush goes down. They know Config is nearby. Flash will come out. Config is rotating in. They think he's over on Cat. He might be able to sneak a kill in here. He flashes through, gets over to Van, and also gets his kill. So sneaky, but Inters trades him immediately.
Yeah, still gives a bit of space for Blame to come out from market. Then he's caught by Nafany.
That was a really big rest from Blame, but it's a situation where they're already down a player. That bomb goes down, and he's in market. They probably lost. JKS on the other side of the map.
I feel like because Config gets away with that one, yes, Blame F's almost magnetized in, thinking he could pull off a similar situation. Dude, Config was so blind, I am shocked he wasn't slaughtered. Poison will be traded back at the hands of Shiro, and Gambit will be looking to clear the slate. The hand cannons are successful alongside JKS on the M4th. Look at this, Config staying alive back on bench. Axile's trying to get his eyes inside, but with the CTs moving all around these pillars, they have found sanctuary for a moment. Hobbit comes up from catwalk, killing one, and then the prolonged spray to the Deagle swap. 8 seconds. Time is of the essence, and yet Hobbit remains ever present, and then drops bomb because JKS lingered long enough, and Axile cleared. Is that after time? He still has 4.1. Man dives into his deathbed. Config starts to push forward slightly in Palace while we watch Shiro hold the op on the other side of the map. Patience, the name of the game for this B bomb site where the bomb is in tow.
They at least got one kill, 50 seconds up. Moving towards B.
And Rush alone.
He is by himself. They've got mollies for this, but they aren't going to molly the end of Balk. And it looks like they aren't going to expect he's here either. One runs by. It's always a risk.
Yeah, and he gets traded after getting his one singular kill. Axile's got position, but Shiro has to give up what could have been a post plant in order to bring down the bomb. Molotov on windowsill, and the grenade comes soaring back. But that kill towards Cat is crucial. Shiro's going to take a bit of damage on the bomb site, and because Config missed what seemed to be that window jump, he's going to have to take the long route. Now, he's going to make that contact right now versus Axile. Drops the op shot, but it's op, the op, and through smoke, Config kills him. Shiro has the back. No scope to blame. But who's to blame if Config can't clutch this? That's the question Shiro's left asking as he peeks around the site, eats the flash, and has to hesitate only a moment longer. Config, no scope to the forehead of Shiro, and complexity tie at 4.
Win these rounds. That was a 3v4 mid-round from Gambit. Another opening kill for Complexity, which is fantastic. Oh, and Config, he ends up getting mowed down here on the A ramp. JKS gets dinked. Fall back to his, most popular spot. Blame F comes to the call of duty and helps him trade at least one more kill.
Here it comes. They could take stairs, and they will do so. Looked like that smoke actually had a gap inside connector. Hobbit comes back with the op, loses his head to Rush, who can't quite capitalize on the double. Pushes Blame to the clutch. And Blame F has not had the hottest of starts on Mirage. However, armored with the kit, Incendiary Smoke could burn Shiro into the open. He extinguishes the incendiary at his feet and peeks upon that backside, but nothing being offered. Shiro's head was spotted for a moment, and Inters can't really help because he's so low on health. But low on time is soon to be Blame F. Oh, and the Deagle comes out to close it. And he's present yet again. He sees the feet, same situation, predicts the peek, and gets both this time. Could even go one better. 3 kills from the Australian as Poison claws one off connector. It's Axile to the 1v4. 20 seconds to spare. Bomb in front of him. And JKS with the 3 kills.
Nasty stuff from JKS.
Sits at the bottom of the scoreboard. He's just got to have to try and keep that composure. JKS back turned, easy execution at the hands of Hobbit, and this is going to draw Complexity back towards A, you'd think.
Oh.
They actually don't bite on it.
This is interesting because it's just about a fear thing, but Hobbit is here for the... Oh my god, they're still going to commit through. Okay, so Hobbit has to turn this into a flank now. Otherwise, this is actually just a bad move from Gambit to not simply run back.
They do still have time, but they're not going to use it. Op shot misses from Config. We've got T starting to hit the dirt, double op inside the bomb site, and it's going to net them nothing unless Config can pull off the most miraculous of aces, which is just simply impossible at that point. We shall see if they can do it twice. AK walks out middle. Potential for 3 CTs to peak. Hell, even a 4th if they go double catwalk, which is what happens. JKS with the grenade kill, and then Blame F the window peek. Hobbit was drawn towards the cat player. Ooh, this is doable.
Look at Axile. He's actually working his way out of B as well. This is interesting. They're placing 2 bets on the roulette table, and I think it looks like they might even both pay off. The bomb still hasn't made a decision yet. Inter's out here collecting information, drawing CTs towards him, and also getting the kills.
And Bomb's still indecisive. We get that B commitment.
As long as he can still play, then they just play until they get the information.
As expected, Blame comes up from catwalk, sees the Opper and Shiro, knows he's been spotted and redirects. But again, Axile's already posted. Here's the audio and finishes off Blame F with absolute ease. Gambit take their 7th. Inters, that's ratty, man.
Just switches on the burst while walking around.
Look at this. You're done for. You could even knife him.
No one's going to clear this. Yeah.
No need to. Don't let yourself die foolishly. Bomb's going to be able to hit that A site as they just caught the player getting aggressive. Sure enough, there it is. It was a 9-6 half on the T side of Gambit to start Mirage the last time they played each other. 16-7 final score. So maybe Complexity comes in with some T side improvements. That's really what they're shooting for this evening. Another lesser buy from the CT side, this time SMGs in abundance. They walk out down ramp and Shiro. Who plays there?
T21 said hello.
5 versus 3. Turned, 3v3. Config gets a kill top mid. There's still plenty of time for Gambit to recover this. Ooh, but now they've managed to get back into the man advantage. Really banking that they don't come clear him. He peeks.
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Just the scout for Poison and
they'll always make you regret it.
Utility and abundance. Poison's gonna get blocked. Oh, but he gets Inters. He hits him and pushes Nafany into a clutch. Mohan, where's your bet? We've got a split between the CTs.
I'm betting CT. I mean, come on. I got
Nafany. Oh, what's his move, man? He's been given a little bit of time, a little bit of space.
This is the catch-all play.
Yeah. Oh my god, Poison jumps on ticket.
Oh,
Nafany doesn't know, and Config hits him from behind. Arrives in time for Complexity to seal this with a 6th. Hobbit by the connector smoke, and we see Complexity commit to the A hit. Playing heavy into jungle. Shiro tucks to the corner, and Config's gonna get the better of him, but here comes Hobbit silently out from connector. He's been covered by JKS. Nafany through the murder hole, and Rush has his trade. But the trades upon trades leave us here. Axile's gonna make a lot of sound, and Blame F creeps up from the underpass like a troll to get himself into the man advantage, but he doesn't go connector. Instead, he tries to go top mid, and that pushes him into a position where Inters can fight him. JKS hiding as far back as he has to, and Inter's gonna try to commit to this stick. JKS, no!
Oh my god, jeez. He was actually moving his head around I mean, that was...
Little slimy slug, dude.
Yeah, that's how you should do it.
Remain, and the decision has to come now. Shiro's dropped to 13 health, and that could be the softening up on the A site that they need. Blame F, great timing onto Nafany. Shiro's going to be intimidated to peek here. He's so little health, but they have that counter-terrorist still tucked back sight. Hobbit could say goodnight and put this round to bed, but instead, Config jumps over, hits the headshot, and Rush gets traded, sure enough. So Gambit could still contest this. Inters tries to rush in and stop that bomb plant, but Poison's got a couple, and Complexity lead by 2 now. The 4v5 is where Complexity fought back from last round, with success, I may add.
It depends how Complexity are going to read this, but... The other side of the map's a little bit weaker with such a far rotation. But Rush makes his way out. Oh, there's a good flash, and Fence is dead. Axel comes out for the trade. Now his position is known. Well, he'll find a second duel. Of course he will. Another headshot.
Poison smoked off, can't quite come through yet. This is going to give BlameF a chance to actively flank, but I believe it's being held from CT spawn. So Poison landing that shot's doing a good job of, keeping these B players occupied. And the rotate slowed down because of Blame's play. Poison on for the 1v4 with 2 opponents tagged, but little time. That's the biggest issue. Really, at this point, no time at all. He peeks outwards for the market kill, and that's what puts him to the crossfire. Gambit with an answer.
Here.
Config's ramp movement, not enough to get Shiro off the angle.
And he just has all his nades, right?
Feels like because he kills Poison, he's super wary of there being more. It's not just that solo JKS lurk, but there's 2 instances off of Config and BlameF that kind of bring complexity back into the round.
I think Shiro,
it's the lack of health I worry about.
I feel like Shiro knows exactly who is here. Look how careful he's being about this peak. But that smoke's gonna come up. He's gonna try to find a timing. Oh! Config tries to mask the drop with his shots. But look at Shiro rotating all around. Comes through the ladder under Balk. And now the last rotation is actually quite far away.
Damn.
Somehow Complexity have found a way out of this. The default here.
BlameF's exposed.
It looks like, yeah, he'll have the ability to spot one. Molly under Balk. Oh, that was such an important kill. JKS hits him in the air. Inters is out.
We saw an A commit versus 5 USPs that was costly. And these guys have more than USPs. Shiro's Deeg starts things off. Config comes out from Palace, and the CZ from Hobbit gets compromised because Config commits. He creates that space, all the space he needs, but he doesn't check his corner. That's an AK offered to Nafany.
And CT control with a player coming in behind them.
Poison. Oh, he misses his shot. There's 2 counter-terrorists ahead, and he gets burned out into the open. Rush's back's exposed, but he does slip onto the staircase. He gets the first towards ticket, but Nafany, the difference maker in this 23rd round. With a big old slice of ham. Shiro looking for connector kills, but nothing comes his way just yet, and he starts to look elsewhere. That could give timing to BlameF, we'll see. Poison's been able to get himself out towards the Tetris boxes, and Hobbit is actually caught because Poison pushes close. BlameF gets the better of the timing. We still have the Jungle Man and Nafany, but he now dies, and we've got Complexity into the 2v2. BlameF predicts the peek from Cat, but can't kill him, and the bomb does go down. BlameF on minimal HP. Axile's got him. Oh, that Cat peek. Tons of damage.
Now, this can be one of the hardest spots of any map to play. Once you're in jungle, you see there is no choice. This is Gambit. They are the most optimized team in the entire world right now. And you can see Nafany has his attention split in this position. He has to think about connector as well as window. There's no way for his teammates to support him here, but he wants to be able to get the information right away, and he takes out BlameF on this lurk, looking for a timing. There's no distraction to pull his attention away, and JKS now feels like he has to take command of the situation and will try to swing. He does find the kill, but trades are not going their way.
No, JKS gets killed from Nafany, and Inters comes in from Catwalk to close it. See anything from Complexity here on Mirage. Mac 10 for BlameF. Couple pieces of utility, really not a stupendous buy. Axile over top of the smoke has Nafany to lend a helping hand, and this is Gambit across the kill feed. Down to the 2v5 immediately. The mid clamp. How many times have we seen Complexity been offered over that bottom mid control, that catwalk crawl, only to be held back with total resistance here in the 28th? And Shiro dropping the bomb carrier. They know exactly what's going on. Gambit closing on Mirage. Yes, there is an improvement for Complexity, but it is a map win from Gambit nonetheless. And a map win that they need in order to have a bit more breathing room, Launders, because Vertigo comes up next. We know how close that one was in the previous series, a 16-14. And when we're talking 16-14 is the previous score, every single one of these rounds is going to count, as it always does. So let's see if Cole can just get that flying start. Never let Gambit in. It's such a tough ask, but when you have pistols like this, I think anything's damn possible,
That's
bro.
true.
5 up. As Nafany walks around the tippity top of the ramp with the bomb by his side. Now, Config better be cautious. Or maybe Shiro should be careful. Config
what was that?
Config jumps by the door, but then he jumps up. That's a position that always feels like you never really have to jump up, or sometimes you feel like you're forced to.
He jumps up and
Such
gets
a risk.
kills, but it's so dangerous. You're right. It's
Here's the
so
flank.
dangerous.
Oh no!
Uh-oh, this is the way back into the round. This almost confirms that there's two close by because they had the big flank coming out.
But Nafany gets stuck between two CTs, and now it's Hobbit's turn to attempt his clutch.
Oh, this is interesting, man.
Half health?
This is so possible. Now, they did both cross left,
done.
and Flame's giving this kill. Oh, my God.
With all four players here and a health advantage for the T side, it should be Gambit to push through. Rush peeks and nails the double kill. But there's that utility I'm talking about. Frag grenade to drop poison off the bomb site. It's a man advantage, and Rush is on for the ace.
Man, he takes no damage, too. Just that 30 health. And grab both.
Oh, he's got the fourth.
Exile misses. Oh, my God. Almost all five.
Inter's back at it, 46 HP, confirming Config's spot. And JKS could look to slip around. That's exactly what BlameF did last round. An op comes over the boxes, and JKS was posted in position. 5-0 start for Complexity. Everybody other than Nafany is heading over towards the other side of the map, and him killing Poison just to dodge back. Good thing Rush comes out from sandbags to kill it. Hobbit shows presence towards mid. It's JKS that needs to hold this line. He peeks out wide and dies to the hands of Axile. Hobbit gets his attention turned, and that primes Config to get himself onto the kill feed. Now, up close is Inters, and Shiro.
Oh my God.
Scoped as he walks by. Rush could deny the bomb. No, Shiro survives it all. The frag grenade, the A1S doesn't matter. Gambit on the scoreboard. All right, point is, it looked like a finished Vertigo. And I thought the same thing. I thought maybe we'd go full circle. Config's going full circle down to the B bomb site, where he finds himself the bomb itself. He was chasing somebody else, and he actually kills Axile on the peak. JKS didn't want that front position. He's like, Config, you want to deal with this? And he does. Smoke grenade down, potentially to sell this, but yeah, good call by Hobbit there.
Wow.
Use the Molotov and force Config back into a more passive position. Rush's timing could be key as he kills Nafany, and Config is relentless. He is right back at it.
Shiro's got this angle, specifically waiting for this Config peak, and it is coming towards. Oh my God!
Where's the left click?
Are you kidding me?
Hobbit is so deep. He gets the first kill v Config, looks for the second, both the counter-terrorists occupied, and Inter starts to come over top. He sees the player closest to the bomb, Poison gone, JKS caught between the last two Ts, and he is done for.
Like you said, we need the full story. Let's take another look at that and try to figure out what it was. Inters did so well here.
Between smokes.
That's all they needed to know right there.
Caught with nades.
Such a nice second push here from BlameF. Dude, Config's HSP is through the roof right now. He is outdueling everybody.
He's
on
15
Gambit.
and 5. Next closest killer on the entire server is Rush with 8. Shiro tagged the base of ladder. Blame leaves. Config bleeds to 19. And JKS holds off the B hit. Config right back at it.
Oh, man. He said in the interview we did that he's his best when he's unpredictable. When he's look how many different positions he's getting these kills in. If we supercut it right now, he's gotten kills in so innumerable positions with different guns as well. Pushing him to beat that hallway kill, dropping on Axile like Batman. Here now at mid, holding for a lurk. Coming in for the re-aggression on the A ramp. You better believe they're going to.
This is a fight.
Get ready to peek this. They found an opportunity, but they don't win the duel versus the Galil. This is a huge win for Gambit. 5v4 now with ramp control. Under a minute on the clock. Lots of nades left over after that.
Bomb's coming. Flash for short. Now smoked off. That could give a bit of space to the... Oh! Hobbit's just eating that flashbang, and Config comes barreling through it. Now it's a matter of getting past Poison Sniper. All three Ts right there on the ramp. Poison dropped to 39, and still the utility just sails in. It soars forward. Inter's dead, and Poison pops back up with a second off frag. BlameF there to lock it down. Complexity securing their 8.
Yeah.
Ooh, they don't let off the gas pedal. Oh, but the tracers.
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Oof, yeah.
Bit of a late. But there's still time here because the bomb hasn't been planted and whatnot. I thought maybe Config would catch them, but no, they have their guard high. So it's going to be on JKS to take him off of ramp. He's just going to jump on top of this bomb, but he can't quite get his hands on it. Poison's giving cover. JKS, okay, for a second. He was punching in the digits blind.
We're down the A ramp, like a lot more kills are happening in these defaults. People are not simply playing back and going for retakes, and Blame F another re-aggression down the ramp. He can't find the second kill. Shiro takes him out, keeps the player advantage, rush down to 1 HP. JKS in the site, back turn to Generator, no one to help him out on the stairs. He is completely segregated from his teammates.
Yeah, you'd think he's screwed, but that frag grenade does nothing.
Oh, what a cute position.
Two
Will he get cleared?
Up from stairs already. Oh, and he peeks in. Good cover here from Hobbit. This is going to be the 6th for Gambit, you'd think. No reason to believe that Rush with 1 HP could help Poison in this 2 versus 4. They've got this deep post plant from Hobbit in middle. Yeah, I mean, bro, lock and key. Let's go ahead and concede. Wrap it up. Hobbit closes for Gambit as they do add 2 rounds to the tally. A 9-6 advantage for Complexity as they swap over to the T side of Vertigo. Can they keep this series going? The front runner right away towards this B site, and you know Config can damn well entry. But they've got a player back hidden on quad, and Config's just dodging these flashes right into green. He he got that kill through smoke! JKS is going to be down into the clutch, and he falls. A robbery after Config's first 3.
Still just scary.
Oh, man. Playing risky, but that's what Gambit does. They do not give you space. They suffocate you, and yet JKS can answer.
That's
and
huge.
I think that's huge.
Yeah, it locks up the CT rotations a little bit unless they want to gamble. The scariest part about, maybe the scariest part about a Gambit is how quick they're willing to gamble. What the hell is that? Hobbit gets a deal kill. Is it the best gun that he could have?
Bomb site. And a third very close in tow. Hobbit jumps up, and JKS is going to push his face next to green. 2 kills from JKS. This one's just been opened. Shiro still towards CT spawn. JKS is on for the ace. But he's going to have to deal with the Cyclops and Shiro. Unscopes, sees Rush. Oh, but it's Nafany to come in with the kill, so it needs to be all 5 from the Aussie. And as the counter-terrorists cross towards site, JKS needs to peek into Shiro. He sees him, he nails it, but Nafany, half a damn second, not enough!
Ace!
Hobbit, first and foremost. Oh, the MAC-10 gets the better of him. Nafany, just the one and done, but do they expect Shiro? If nobody else gets him off of short and Inters arrives in time, that bomb's still not planted. Poison Sniper trades. It is 3 ops in this 2v2, but Config kills Shiro first, and Axile comes back at it. Just a few seconds to spare. The bomb should be planted. No wallbang yet. And sure enough, there it is. Axile takes to the top rope and repositions back around to safety as he saves.
Oh my god, this is one of the harder maps to win on a force-up. There are so many gimmicky spots you can play with some of these lower range weapons, but Config says, okay, screw this. We're not going to draw this out at all.
CTs are coming. Already starting to fight out spawn. JKS, we've seen him in a similar spot go big, and he's just lost Config.
This is such a powerful line that Axile has, and Config is the perfect counter to this position, of course.
It's mollied.
Axile, he's up, he gets out of dodge, the bomb goes down, they have Jenny control, and they're watching flank. Can they hold their nerve?
Sitting inside the pressure cooker. Will this come out delicious for Complexity, or does Shiro spoil the tastes? He's been able to jump up. Oh, and he predicts JKS! The same spot that JKS last used. Rush, missing shots, and about to be pitched from behind. They've done it! Gambit again! Steal around, they have no business winning. He closed the map. They kept it close, but it will not be any easier than it would have just been.
So much money made off of that, Shiro. Another opening kill here.
But they're all here.
A-ramp control. There's 2 CTs perched up on this corner. Shiro can peek when he wants to. He's got a teammate to take attention away from him. Misses the flick. Rush gets both. 3-on-3 situation. Looking for a third is Rush, but he gets denied.
Poison can't find his target. He's fully blind. It falls to JKS yet again. And
dead on the lurk.
Dies to Axile. Tied game at 11 rounds each.
Wow. Troll spotting this. Falls back into the site. Defensive position. Trying to isolate, but Hobbit spots 2 coming into the site.
Inter still. Oh, it's a slaughter. 3 kills straight for Gambit until there's any answer. A 2v5. Turned 1v4.
Damn.
Such a
Just
rat.
being so annoying. He is such... You can just leave him alone at all times. And you know he's going to find the most annoying way to play it. Just that damage. 54 here onto final seconds. He's backing up into a CT, and he will die before time, but now no guns here for Complexity.
A warning over the bow of Complexity. They nade out sandbags, nobody there. Utility in both directions, and CT stacking this site. All of them ready to hold, but Rush with the headshot, and Shiro's op answers. Axile could catch them off with this, but instead it's Config over the top of that smoke. A 4v2 ensues. 25 seconds to spare. Blame F sticks that bomb plant, and now the retake's truly on. Shiro looking for a godlike clutch. But even if he doubles back to B, JKS should lock him in, and Complexity with at least a sign of life.
Here's an offer Poison as well. They take into the next round. Another boost that they didn't spot last time that Complexity are trying to use to find that timing one more time. And Blame F does not spot Nafny over this. Oh, he does find it eventually.
Here's Shiro.
Critical moment.
On the back shelf. Now diving behind the sandbags. Remember, he came up empty-handed, but that is a killer headshot, and he's not alone! Gambit comes out big! 3 kills straight to shut down ramp, and Gambit will take that 15th unless JKS from middle late with no bomb can somehow secure it. Launders, you mentioned it. You said once Shiro's on sandbags, they cancel them out. Then they replace the position with Nafny, and he goes unchecked. What's the additional layer? What's the new flavor? It's Hobbit, off of short with the utmost amount of timing. But speaking of timing, there is still a clock to work with, but JKS unable. This map needed 30 rounds last time. See that from the perspective of the player jumping up, because while the 2 guys in the back are watching sandbags, the one that he shoots down into, that's the person who's supposed to stop it. But Hobbit all too slick, and Shiro sick angle. They cannot get him out of here. Gambit, 3 kills away from closing Vertigo and stopping Complexity when they damn well thought they had a chance. Shiro's had enough. And Complexity battered and bruised in a 2v5 have no right to continue this second map. But one hell of a series and one hell of a showing from Shiro. He finishes things off. 4 kills on that A site, and despite Complexity's best efforts, it's Gambit to win again.
I mean, we end at the pinnacle of play with Gambit. It was hard. Complexity kept up. They kept it close. They looked like they could have won Mirage. They looked like they could have won Vertigo. And then they just take it to a brand new level.
Yep.